Hello, team. It is Tuesday, December 4th, and we have a very special Lunch and Learn today because we have as a guest speaker with us Sales Vice President Jackie Rigante. And Jackie has really made a name for herself as a top seller here at Park Lane, but she has a special expertise in really knowing what the trends are of the various designers that are out there, what pieces we have that are part of that trend, and how to communicate that effectively to all of our customers so that they want to get in on the action of being part of a designer trend. And Park Lane does a great job of it, but we can do a better job of it pointing it out to the people who aren't as aware of the trends. And Jackie does a great job educating herself so that she can communicate it to the team, to her customers, but also so she can help educate us all as a team. So we have some great announcements for you that go along with this. So I am going to turn it over to Jackie.
Hi. Well, thank you for having me today, Michelle. And I thought I would get started by saying hello to everybody here. The first thing that I had mentioned when I was on the call last time was really what I do to get myself familiar with product is spend a little bit of time getting catalogs. And I don't know if you guys get catalogs in the mail, but I do a lot of research just by putting on lists with like Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, Lord & Taylor. If you guys get your catalogs in the mail, so that you can look through those catalogs, especially now for the holiday, I look through those catalogs and you're going to start to see a lot of jewelry that resembles the jewelry that we have in our own catalogs. So you're going to go, oh my God, that looks just like our so-and-so. But start to look at those designers as you're looking through the catalogs that come in the mail. Put yourself on those lists. You can join those catalogs. Just go online to Bloomingdale's, Lord & Taylor, Neiman Marcus. Those are your best catalogs to get in the mail and also to do your research. So those are where I spend most of my time, and you're going to start to really become familiar with those product lines. And then once I do that, I'm just going to grab our catalog for 1 second. I'm going to go in here. As I start to look through those catalogs, I really get to see what we have that is designer inspired. And it's so interesting because 80 to 90% of what we have in our catalogs follow trends if they're not designer inspired. And you're going to be able to look at that and say, that looks like a Longo's piece. That looks like a David Yurman piece. That looks like, you know, Kate Spade. You're going to start to see trends in jewelry and you're going to pick that up very, very easily. And that's really how I start to do my work. I think, Michelle, are you going to be able to post that from your site to put on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to show that in a minute. But one of the things that we started to do long ago was be able to visualize that and show it to our customers, because once we can highlight that and show it to our customers, it really elevates the brand. So we started to create these comparison pages. And years ago, we would take these comparison pages to our customers to show them this is, and I'll show you, the elegant ring, right? And so this is an elegant ring by Bonnie Levy, and this is their version, and this is our elegant ring. So we had Michelle Zito and her team just do something very special for us. Do you want to show us what you just did this last week?
Well, no, we'll just suffice it to say that.
You don't want to show it? Okay.
No. You finish, and then let me pull it up while you're talking.
Okay, got it. Okay. So we what we've done is we've always used these great visual aids to help us in showing our customers what we do. And so this, for example, is a wonderful visual aid at our shows. And I have 2 or 3 pages that we've put together. So for example, I will say at the show, look at this wonderful piece. This is a piece from Bodhi Levy. This has Austrian cut crystals. These Austrian cut crystals are the same grade that we use as our cut crystals. We just don't label them Swarovskis, but they are the same grade, and look how wonderful they are. It looks identical to the same piece, and we get to sell it not for $1,500, but it's $60 full price. We're going to be able to sell it to you for $30. How amazing is that? Then I'll show them the next piece. Look at this. This is David Yurman's collection. Isn't that great? This is his Starburst collection, right? You can see that trend. This is our piece called the Stellar Necklace. Now, we may not even sell that anymore, but I just want to show you how similar the looks is. If you go to any Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus, you're going to see this line still out, right? Even our soul necklace that we have fits right into this line. Look how similar that looks, okay? And you're going to see that whole trend in there. Our Stellar necklace sold for $64. We could sell that to you for $32 as a half price item. Look how great that is. Another designer that I love is Jennifer Meyer. She is the jeweler to the stars, and she's a name that everybody should have. You're going to want to look her up. She designed Jennifer Aniston's wedding band. She's Kate Hudson's best friend. She does all of these great parties, but everybody in the entertainment field knows her. She was Tobey Maguire's ex-wife. This is, and let me just find it on here. This is a little crescent by her for over $1,000. We have the same piece called Tide for $58 full price. I can sell it to you tonight for $29 as a half price item. It is absolutely stunning. So what you're doing when you're showing this is you're elevating the brand, and you're showing that these top designers are selling these pieces for thousands of dollars, and that you're able to have it for a fraction of the price. Okay, so that is really amazing. Now, one of the other things I do during my show, which has become really popular, and I've done this at convention, I will pick one or two pieces during my show that I will ask somebody in my audience to Google. And what happens is it becomes really a great thing because it becomes interactive with my audience. So I've done it very often with my the new Crest necklace. I'll say, does anybody have a phone sitting next to them that they can use? And they'll say, oh, I do. And I say, well, you can do something for me. Can we Google Cartier nail? So they say, how do you spell that? And they'll say C-A-R-T-I-E-R, Cartier nail. So they're spelling it. When that pops up, can you tell me how much that sells for? And I already know. So they're Googling it, and they say, oh my God, that's coming up for $3,870. And I'm like, yes. Can you show everybody? So they're holding that up on the telephone, and they're showing it, and I'm wearing it. And I say, well, we have the same piece. It's for $76 full price. And you can take it tonight for $38 as a half price item. We have it in rose gold, or we have it in silver. And it's an amazing piece. Cartier is an amazing company. You can have the real deal if you want to spend $3,800, or you can take it from us for $38. It's up to you. And people laugh. And so you can do that. So that's a really great one to do it with. The other one that I love, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to find it right here, and I'll have them Google, is I'm going to see if I can point it, the Whisper necklace. Lana Jewelry is one of the really big companies that I love to use because we have the Twizzler earrings, right? We have the Sonic necklace. We have the Echo necklace. Those are all from Lana Jewelry, L-A-N-A. And the Whisper necklace, if you have them Google L-A-N-A Jewelry, the first picture that pops up when they Google is the Whisper necklace. So I'll ask somebody to Google L-A-N-A Jewelry, and I'll be holding up the Whisper necklace to put on somebody's neck. And I'll say, what are you finding? And they'll say, oh, I see that necklace for $730. And I'll say, exactly. Well, you're going to be able to take this necklace tonight. It's $58 full price, $29 as a half price item. and it's the same. And they'll say, well, is this one real gold that I'm seeing in the stores? And I'll say, it's not. It's the same plated material that we're using. We use stainless steel. It's rhodium plated. It's the same material, and yet you're going to be paying a fraction of the price. We have the finest quality fashion jewelry in the industry, and it comes with a guarantee. You're going to love Park Lane, and that's when I start to develop my presentation and I talk through it. So it's really going to help you deliver your whole presentation and elevate our brand and talk about all of the fine quality that we have with our jewelry, and it's going to really help you sell our product and talk about even our buy two get four and help you sell a lot of jewelry as you go. So that's really going to help you do the whole thing together. So that's how you start to do it. But you have to just do a little bit of research when you're at convention, when you come home with your new catalogs. And I really recommend going to your top websites and going to the Neiman Marcus, the Bloomingdale's, the Nordstroms. As you go through and you look at the jewelry websites underneath of those, you're going to see the top designers, and they're going to come over again and again. You're going to see David Yurman, Sydney Evans. You're going to see Hippolyta Chanlu. You're going to see Jennifer Meyer. You're going to see all those top people again and again. The names like Tiffany and Cartier, Van Cleef and Arpels, those top designers, Lana Jewelry. If you write down those names and you keep looking for those, you're going to see those as well. You're going to get very familiar with jewelry. You become a better salesperson because you now are an expert in the industry, and you're going to be able to deliver that information to your customers. And of course, when you do that, you really have something that you can now bring value to what you do. And so people love that. So I'm going to leave it there. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me?
Well, before we go to questions, I do want to show you the sheets so that we can keep the recording nice and tight. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to just share my screen because I just love the information that Jackie shared, but these things roll off her tongue. And I feel like I knew a few of those designers, but definitely even in that last minute, she ripped off a whole bunch that I didn't know.
Right. And so I appreciate what you did by putting together these new sheets because we needed them. I didn't have any updates with the new collection. So Michelle over the last week put together this brand new collection, and you're going to see some of the newest pieces with the new, look how great that is.
So yeah, so I asked Kim, what we did was, this was a collaborative effort between Jackie, me, and then Kim Connolly, who a lot of you know is my assistant. So she, we sent her photographs of the old sheets. We tagged her in a bunch of stuff, and then Kim just went to town finding the actual pictures on the real websites, because you can't just use a picture of a picture and then it comes out terrible. So here we are with Tawny, the crest. So a lot of the examples Jackie gave, and it's so funny, I never wore an Echo necklace until my shows this past week or two. And I wore the rose gold Echo earrings this week, the new rose gold Moanas this weekend. So I wore the Rue with the Echo. I sold more Echo necklaces this weekend than I've sold just in this one weekend than I have since it came out. So it is amazing what you choose to wear really affects your show. So here are a bunch of the newer ones. And some of them I actually got a little chuckle out of, like that we did Kai and the real name was Ty. But I learned that this was a Hawaiian-inspired piece in some research. So just some really great examples. Something else Jackie taught me was that originally, like really it all starts at Van Cleef and Arpels, you told us. And then all the other designers inspire from there. So it's not like Park Lane's like, ooh, let me copy this. It's that everyone is inspired by Van Cleef and they all take it from there with their own spin of some sort.
So that quatrefoil, Michelle?
Yes.
That clover is Van Cleef. And if you look at that quatrefoil, David Yurman takes that, right? And then Cartier takes that, but it does all, Van Cleef is, because they started in the 1800s, that's where it resonated from, and all the other designers really take it from Van Cleef.
Awesome. So you can decide how you're going to want to print these out. These are PDFs. Now remember, you can do back to back. I just noticed that there's 3. So what I'm going to see is if Kim can make one more page so that if you want to put them back to back, you can. And laminate them the way you saw Jackie had. I would recommend putting an extra piece of paper in between so that no shadow comes through from, you know, the one side. Or you can choose to put something different on the back. So you could put, you know how at convention we got that sheet of the menu of services with all the show themes or the different styles of show that you offer? You could put that on the back and then put the, yes, thank you, Jennifer. See what Jennifer's holding up? That would be a perfect backside to this front. And then when you're passing these around,
15.
they'll look at both sides.
15.
So I would really recommend using that as a way of getting more information out than just even the designer inspired, because that's a great sheet, but I think it's not being utilized as well as it could, and this might be a way to get it out there. But the more you handle this, and now all of these names will trip off the tongue, and then we can just keep updating these, adding them. Maybe you only bring 2 to one show, and then you bring a different one with that same group to the next show. Because again, it's all about keeping it fresh, right?
20.
And making them feel like they're seeing something new every time. So rather than have somebody say, oh yeah, I saw all those at the last show, maybe you only bring 2 at a time. So just a couple of ideas. I'm going to actually stop the recording here so that we have this forever for the training, but we are certainly going to continue with Q&A with Jackie right now. All right, so hold on. Let me stop the screen share. Where do we do? Hold on. Okay. And let me just stop the recording.